Hi, this is Mike, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to use William & Mary's Theater Photography WordPress site to share your photos with your class. So first thing that you're going to want to do is log into the Theater Photography website, and the website is going to be at theaterphotography.blogs.wm.edu. So here's that site. Let me go ahead and log out, and I'll show you how to log in. So if I'm at the theaterphotography.blogs.wm.edu website, you'll see the site, and first thing you'll notice is the home page is going to have the latest posts on it. You can browse to the different assignments because we'll create assignments in the categories area, and I'll show you more about that in a minute. But to log into the site, you'll see there is a login button right here under Meta. So I'll click on Login, and now I'll use my username and password that you will all get before you have to log on to the site. I'll log in as myself. And that will now log me in as a user, and you'll notice the difference between being not logged in and logged in is immediately you'll see this black bar at the top that's going to give us all sorts of options. Alright, so let's get started. First thing that I need to do is create my gallery with my images in it. So if I go to the Theater Photography menu item up at the top and I click on Dashboard, I'll find the dashboard. And all of my menu items are on the left-hand side here. You'll have fewer menu items than I do, but you should have the ones that you need to do what we're doing today. So I go to my gallery at the very bottom of the menu, and I click on Add Gallery Images. First thing that I need to do is I need to create a gallery, and you can go ahead and click Add New Gallery up at the top here to do that. Gallery names have got to be only numbers and letters and dashes and underscores. No spaces, no funky characters, no nothing. So probably the way that we want to name this for the ease of use is your last name underscore first name underscore which assignment it's for. So let's say this is assignment 1, so I'll just say 01. And I will add gallery. So now my gallery has been added, and I will see gallery ID successfully created. It gives me the ID 10, so that's the 10th gallery that's been created here. And it gives me the short code, which will be useful later on. And in this case, it's bracket ng gallery space ID equals 10 close bracket. Okay, now I can upload images to this gallery. So to upload the images, I can choose files to upload. So let's just go to some examples that I created. So here's the images that I want to add to the gallery. And they can be large, don't worry, WordPress will shrink down the images. And I will click on Open. And now all those images will be added to the site. And now please make sure that the scale images to maximum width 800 pixels or maximum height 600 pixels is selected, otherwise it's going to screw up. And now I need to choose the gallery, and the gallery that I'm going to choose is Bloom Michael 01. I choose that gallery because that's the one that I just created, and that's the one that I want for assignment number 1, and I click on Upload Images. It's going to upload all the images, and I'm going to get this weird error message. Don't worry, it's not going to affect anything. And then it's going to create some thumbnails for me. And that's basically all I need to do. Now I can go and look at that gallery under Manage Gallery, and you'll notice here is that gallery that I created, Bloom Michael 01. And if I click on my name here, the gallery title, it gives me some information. I can give it a description. I can edit the thumbnails. I can add a title and some text. So I believe that this was in Seville Palace, and I can put some information here as well. And here's a peacock. You get the idea. And that might come in handy later on when we're displaying the images. So that's it. I can hit Save Changes. And I'm basically done with that gallery. I can add new images to that gallery as I see fit the same way. So I could go to Add Gallery Images again. And let's say I needed to add some more images. I could select those files. I could choose the same gallery again, and I can upload those images to the gallery. Alright, so once that's done, I need to create a post to hold those images. And in the dashboard up at the top you'll see posts, and I can add a new post. And I'll enter the title. And I can now switch from Visual Editor to Text Editor. I'll leave it in Visual Editor right now, and you'll see the tabs for Visual Editor and Text Editor. And you'll notice I've got this little bar with some icons on it. Make sure that you show or show the kitchen sink. If you hover over each button, it'll tell you what it does. So I like to show the kitchen sink because it gives me this extra line of code. Now, if I need to put some text in here, I can type some text in here. And now when I need to add my gallery, there's a little Add Next Gen Gallery button here. I can click on that, and now I can select the gallery that I would like. And here's that gallery. I just choose it. And I want to keep it as image list. And I'll say Insert. And that's it. Do you remember the code that I showed you up before? The bracket ng gallery space ID equals 10 and then close bracket. If I wanted to type that in, I could do that. That's all that that button is doing, is it's adding that code. And now the last thing that I'd like to show you is, since we're going to be working with so many different assignments, we're going to make each assignment is going to be its own separate category. So make sure that you select down here on the right hand side assignment number 1. And when this is assignment number 2, then you'll choose assignment number 2 category. That'll just keep everything nice and neat. And then I'll click on Publish. And I'm all done. Now I can go and view the page. I can view the post by clicking on View Post. And there's my assignment number 1. And if I click on the image, you'll see there's that info that I wrote in that info box that said info on my image. And I can close my gallery just by clicking on the image, or I can go to the next image in the gallery, either by using my arrow keys on my keyboard or by clicking on the arrow on the bottom of the image. Either way will work. And then I'll click to get away from there. And that's it. Now the reason that I want to mark it as an assignment, I'll show you in a second. I'll click on the title to go back to the home page. Now you'll notice under Categories, Assignment, once we start adding stuff, there's going to be a ton of stuff that you're going to have to sift through. But if we go to the category of Assignment 1, then you'll see it will list all of the assignments that are Assignment 1 that have been posted in Assignment 1, so that you'll be able to browse from one assignment to the next very quickly. And that is basically all there is to it.